Good morning. I hope you all had a great morning so far. Most of you should be either already drunk your cup of coffee or you're drinking it now. If you like me, I get up every day before 7, so I just wanted you to wonder how everybody doing today. We're going to start on reading this book again, and today we're starting Where the Promised Land is Not Found, and it says pleasure. So we'll get to reading. Pleasure was my apple pie, my favorite pie. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines pleasure as a state of gratification, sensual gratification, or fabulous amusement. Hard to argue with that definition. There's certainly nothing inherently wrong with it, as it seems to fit my life experience. However, pleasure is not something that is found daily. We have all experienced days, weeks, and even years that were less than gratifying. To state the obvious, life has its ups and downs. We all know that. So that the question arises, can life still be embraced and enjoyed when things are not going so well? Or are we doomed to season of depression and difficulties with no exit? I think we have all been there. We've all experienced a season of hardship in which it seemed the sun never shined. Perhaps your joy is regulated to the ease of the day. No problems at work, no arguing with the spouse. The market is up and the kids are fine. For me, the pursuit of pleasure was directly commiserate with my life satisfaction score. I like you to focus on the word pursuit instead of pleasure. It is always the pursuit that provides the most entertainment. The dog loves to chase the car and bark, but when you stop the car, he is puzzled. He tilts his head as if to ask, now what do I do? That is how my life worked. If I wanted it, I chased it. Relentless. I loved the pursuit. It seemed that my ability to enjoy the pursuit and the objective of the pursuit became less and less from a bird's eye view. It seemed that it seemed like the world was mine for the taking and enjoying. In Shakespeare's 1608 play, The Merry Wives of Windsor, the character Falstaff states when he is refused even a penny, why then the world's my oyster, which I with sword will open. That famous line has become synonymous with the attitude that says, I will take what I want. My dad lived that way, I lived that way, and money made sure those things happened. However, even back then, I knew there was a problem. It seemed my ability to enjoy the chase, or even what I had caught, provided diminishing returns. The more passionately I pursued, the emptier I felt. From the world perspective, things seemed to be in perfect alignment for endless pleasure. I had all the toys for making life easy and fun. I had money, new cars, boats, homes, vacations. Went and went and where I wanted. We did everything we could to pursue pleasure. It was nothing to take the Learjet to the Caymans for the afternoon so we could get a great fried conch sandwich, or to fly to our favorite restaurant in some faraway city for dinner. We have flights to Miami from Key West for concerts, sport events, and dinner. Limos and presidential suites at hotels, room service with obscene amounts of food. We even gave generously huge life changing tips at restaurants, cars for friends, down payments on homes, rent paid, cash gifts to folks. The list could go on, but all of it, and I mean all of it, was given to feed a pleasure that was insustainable. All of it was sin, even the moments in which people were helped. For as I stated earlier, anything done for the glory of self rather than God is sin. It seemed that the more I sought and the more I obtained, the more aducious I became. However, I kept running into a problem. Nothing had any durability. Looking back, it is clear how miserable I was. But I kept chasing, trying my best to feel something in my soul. To the outside world and to my family and friends, I seemed happy. But on the inside, I was craving and crumbling, held together only by ego, greed, self, and pride. And those four ingredients hold things tightly together. Hold things together. About as well as the Elmer's glue book, two boulders together. Nothing pursued outside of Christ provides any primacy. Remember when I said I made the two bills? That first day, I could not believe I had 20 $100 bills in my hand. At the end, I have $500 bills. I have 500 bills, $500 bills in my hand every 3 weeks or so. It was not enough. We have all experienced the thrill and excitement of a long anticipated event, only to have it fall flat on the thrill rating. That is what I was experiencing, but could not believe it was an inside problem, a heart problem. No, the problem had to be in what pleasure I was chasing. I simply had not found the right one. Here is a good illustration. I went to Vegas in 1980 after graduating high school. A graduation trip for me and my stepbrother provided my mom and stepfather. My stepfather gave gave us each 150 and told us we could go to the casino. I doled out the 150, $1 at a time. I tried the craps table at 10, but disappeared so quickly that it was one and done experience. We stayed in Vegas for 3 nights and 2 full days. My 150 lasted into the last hours of our trip. Every now and then, the slots would give me some of my money back. We had a great time, and it is still a special memory. But I quickly realized that my dreams of striking it rich in Vegas were simply that, dreams. And though I was fascinated by all that I saw, I knew that this was not a place where one gets ahead of life. I'm not sure I coached it in these terms, but looking back, I seem to have had a sense that all of Vegas was like the Stag Fry and Roy show we attended, all an illusion. That's the thing about pursuing pleasure. Based solely on the flesh, it is an illusion. We end up chasing things that do not really exist. I remember during my cocaine and crack addiction, not a $10 high was as good as it was going to get. But I would spend every dollar I had chasing something better, literally spending hundreds to chase a $10. It's the same principle with viewing porn or chasing fantasies about the girl you are not with. You're chasing a figment of your imagination. The one you are looking for never appears. The experience never meets your expectations. The passion never adequately fills the heart. If it did, you would stop. No more research needed. The flesh is never full. It simply wants more. Fast forward from 1980 to 1996, I was in Vegas at the same hotel as in 1980, the Flamingo. Sorry about that. I was in town for 2 days and I had tens of thousands of dollars in my pocket with plenty more stashed away in my room. Selling cocaine provided the cash. I was in Vegas and I could do just about anything I wanted. Back in 1980, I was a slot guy or a $10 crap table bet guy, and I made 150 the last 3 days. But since then, I have been studying and playing poker, blackjack, and the best way to handle the craps table. Yeah, right. Who believes that? I have not studied anything other than the few games played and lost. But by then, who cared about losing money? There was always more, at least. That's what my ego and a fancy hotel room had convinced me. I already spent more than 150 on the valet and baggage guy. Certainly, I knew what I was doing. The truth was that I showed up in Vegas just as green in the gambling arena as I had 16 years earlier. I was just more equipped to lose without caring too much. I was in Vegas to pursue the illusion once again that it was a place where one can find pleasure in the flesh that will endure at least as long as an MLB baseball game. You have probably heard the advertisement that says, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It should also state that what happens in Vegas does not change. It delivers the same results. Please note that I am not singling out Vegas as the pinnacle of which richness. It just happened to be the location of my experience over the years. I have known plenty of wonderful Christians who visit Vegas, took in the sights, food, and concerts and shows, and never compromised their walk with Christ. Bottom line, if Vegas was a problem, then I guess everyone in Vegas would be dealing with the same issue. After giving my life to Christ, I began to learn that stuff really is not the problem in life, but rather how you deal with and approach stuff. And of course, I came to learn that there is some stuff you simply never need to deal with. Vegas wasn't the problem. It was what was inside my heart. That was the deal breaker. My heart pursued all it, knew how to pursue the flesh. Mike was doing life by himself, and a man left to his own moral standards always pursues life at a standard that is less than what God would set. I'm in Vegas dealing with my lust problem. The lust for constant change, never content. Pleasure seekers look for constant newness, emotional highs, and the drive to always one up the previous overrated feelings. The entire weekend was a demonstration of arrogance, ego, and my quest to help provide the payroll for every casino I enter. I did much better in 1980. I remember flying home and thinking, I'll do it differently next time I come out here. I bragged to the people I could I could about my trip, even lied about some of it. But I was faking my gratification and yet did not even know it. Tomorrow will be the source of true satisfaction. I'm really enjoying this book. I hope y'all enjoy it with me. Mike is a great man of God now, but Mike started out being a drug lord. Mike started out selling cocaine and all great stuff, had money to burn. But there was no happiness in that. He realized in life there was no happiness in having money to burn. There was no happiness in chasing all the little things he chased. Anything to make him happy. He soon found out Christ can make you happy. Having Christ in your heart can give you true peace, can give you true happiness. Can't wait to finish the book out. Love y'all. Let's find this outro and let's get out of here. Let me get my mouth pulled back up. Get my mouth working. Y'all have a great day. God bless you. God loves you, and we do too.